Hello, children. I hope you all are superb and awesome as always. So, I'm here again to start a new chapter of 7th standard, that is from geography section, chapter number 1, that is environment and its totality. So, starting with students, what comes to your mind when you hear the word environment? The simplest thing one can say about environment is surrounding. Here, let us assume that we all are sitting in a park. Anything or everything we can see in the park are all part of environment. Now, let us just list down few things that we can see here in this park, like people sitting or walking around, children playing, green grass, plants, trees, the tiny insects, birds, the benches, swings, playgrounds, slides, etc. There are few objects which is placed near or around us, and they are all part of our surrounding. A surrounding can also be like a small locality, like some place where the park is located. It can be a country, and in much broader terms, it can be a planet like Earth itself. Now that we have listed few things in the park, let us observe things to our left. All the things jotted down have something in common if you see. They have life in them, or they perform various life processes like eating, reading, reproduction, etc. So we call them as living organisms, which in other term is also called as biotic component. And why biotic? Biotic because the word bios means life, and the things which is listed to our right side does not have life in them, so we call them as non living organisms or the abiotic components. Abiotic because it has no life. So talking about the benefits of environment, so it's very easy and essential for you to understand the importance. More than understanding, it is very important to realize the importance of nature. You need to realize that is when you will start treating it properly. Environment gives us everything: the air to breathe, the water to drink, the food to eat, and the land to live. So yes, it gives us everything, and we can say environment is our support system. It's a support system for living a life. Look at this picture. This is components of environment. We human beings are only a part of environment, and nature is also a part of environment. So apart from human beings, apart from nature, uh, there are things that are made or created by human beings. So basically we can say environment is divided into three, that is natural environment, human environment, and human made environment. So the natural environment includes both the physical and the biological environment, containing what I have already spoke about, that is biotic and the abiotic components. Natural environment includes all living things and non-living things that exist naturally on the earth's surface. So I can say everything that is not human made comes under the natural environment. We can take an example of land, air, water, plants, and animal. All of this comprise the natural environment. Natural environment also includes the interaction and interdependence of all the living species among themselves and with their non living surroundings, which means Every organisms on earth depends on and interacts with other living or non-living things to stay alive. We are dependent on each other. Organisms depend on other organisms for food, for example, and also depend on their environment for protection and a place to stay. Understood? And human environment consists of human society that we are living in. That includes culture, economy, political life, religion, etc. And talking about the human made environment, it is made by we human beings. So for example, the structures we see, the monuments we see, dams, roads, buildings, etc., whatever is made by we human beings comes under the human made environment. So coming back to natural environment in detail, I have already spoken about it. I have given the definition and what it's comprised of. Land, water, air, plants, and animal comprise the natural environment. So, talking about the natural environment, four things are there for us to live happily and beautifully. I repeat it again, live happily and beautifully. And what do you think? What does that mean? It it's a mnemonics for the four domains of environment. And the domains of environment, the four domains of environment is L for lithosphere, that is starting of leave, L for lithosphere, happily, so H for hydrosphere, um, and so A for atmosphere, and the last one was beautifully, so B for biosphere. So I said live happily and beautifully. Okay, so it will make you easy to remember the four major domains of natural environment, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. And the mnemonic is live happily and beautifully. So I think it was very simple and easy to remember the names of four domains, isn't it? So starting with lithosphere. Lithos is a Greek word which means rocks. Rocks are the main materials of the earth's crust. They are made up of minerals which are found in the interior as well as on the earth's surface. On the earth's surface as well as on the ocean floor, landforms are developed by the decomposition and disintegration of the rocks. So we can say lithosphere is nothing but land, or we can say piece of land. So the mountains, valleys, plateaus, plains, and all the land forms comes under this lithosphere. So talking about the advantages of the lithosphere, lithosphere provides us forest, grasslands for grazing, land for agriculture and human settlements, and it is also source of mineral wealth. Now, talking about hydrosphere, the second domain of our environment, hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is very simple domain, and mainly we can say water contains the sphere containing the water is called as hydrosphere. All the water resource comes under hydrosphere. So this includes ocean, rivers, lakes, seas, and all the water bodies. This domain comprises nearly three-fourth part of the Earth's surface. The ocean and the sea water is saline, whereas the river, lakes, and ponds have fresh water. And this part of our natural environment, this domain of our natural environment, is very, very essential for the uh, existence of living beings. Okay. So, talking about atmosphere, atmosphere is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth, or we can say it is a blanket of air which surrounds our planet earth, and it is held to the surface of the earth because of the gravitational force. So the gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around us. So because of gravity, atmosphere exists on the earth. The atmosphere protects us from the harmful rays and the scorching heat of the sun. Atmosphere comprises gases, dust, and vapor. So, changes in the environment leads to the changes in weather and climate. The atmosphere contains approximately 78.03% of nitrogen, 20.99% of oxygen, and 0.98% of carbon dioxide, and many other gases. So, students, that's all for today. We will be back with more topics. Thank you so much.